Hello my friends, welcome back to another slower flow. It has been raining on and off while I've been setting up in the gardens of Colenso Cafe, so I'm really hoping that it won't rain on us while we practice together. The sun is shining, so that's a promising sign. But today we're going to be really focusing on moving and cleansing the spine. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I kind of feel stuck in my body, if I haven't moved a lot in the week, then I go straight to the spine, rotating it, flexing it, extending it, and that way I just feel a little bit lighter, a little bit more mobile and free. So we're going to start on our backs today, and if you had a bolster, feel free to bring this in. And what we're going to do is roll down onto our back, and if you did have a bolster or a pillow or even a blanket, a block, we can put this kind of underneath our shoulder blades and then let the head kind of hang down at the end. So we're coming into a subtle back bend here. Legs could be long, you could bend your knees, you could have your hands down by your side. Sometimes I like to have my arms up. Just tucking the chin in just ever so slightly. And starting to take a couple of deeper breaths here. Feeling the ribs expand to the side as well as up and down. And then as you exhale, just dropping all of your weight down into the bolster or the floor, wherever you are. And one of the big components of being present during our day is when we feel connected with our breath. Our breath in yoga philosophy is directly linked to our prana, our life force, our vitality. And the more that we can become aware of the breath, move with the breath, the more that we can experience this vitality in greater force. We'll just be here for maybe about 10 more breaths. Inviting your mind, your awareness to keep wandering back to the breath. Come wandering back to your body, to your experience on this mat at this moment, anytime you notice it drifting away. Take a deep breath in through the nose, fill up the belly, the ribs and the chest expand in all different directions, up, down, side, side. Maybe an exhale out through the mouth. Dropping all of your body weight down to the ground. Inhale through the nose again, fill it up. Maybe breathe in a little bit more. A little bit more. Exhale out through the mouth, let it all go. If you are in a back bend here, just lift yourself up. Just going to gently move the bolster out to the side and then roll back down onto our back. Take the hands wide and lift the knees above your hips. Take a deep breath in through the nose, lower back pulls down to the ground. As we exhale, let's drop the knees over to the right. And as you do so, can you look down your left arm, planting the left shoulder down to the ground. Inhale, lift both knees up through center again. As we exhale, let's drop them over to the left. Very normal to hear some clicks in the spine. It's not bad at all. It's just what I believe is just air kind of popping. I have a very clicky spine. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale through to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale through to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Let's try this one more time each side. Breathe in. Exhale, drop to the right this time. Ooh, that was loud. Let's hold here at the bottom, and maybe you stay with your knees bent. Maybe you extend your legs out a little bit longer. Maybe it's just the top leg, maybe it's both legs. Just keep noticing if your left shoulder is on the ground, and if it isn't, see if you can plant it down. You can press through the right hand to bring some activation through the back. And just coming back through center, breathe in. As we exhale, maybe both knees drop to the left. If you felt like a little bit more, both legs could be a bit longer. If they are a bit longer, see if you can flex your feet here, pull the toes towards you. Starting to come back through center. Move your feet out a little bit further away from you, but don't quite straighten them. Reach the arms above the head, take a deep breath in. As we exhale, slowly start to curl up the spine. So reach the hands towards the knees, lift the chest off the ground, lift all the way up, take a deep breath in, lift the arms above your head. And then as we exhale, slowly start to roll back down. So letting the lower back come down first, and then the mid back, and then the upper back. Reach the arms over the head, breathe in. As we exhale, let's curl up. Breathe in to lift, and a little bit more length through the spine. And then as we exhale, let's curl. Keep reaching the hands forward as you roll yourself down. Breathe in at the bottom. Last time, exhale, come back up. Take a deep breath in, lift up really tall. This time, let's bring our hands down to the ground. Find your way into a kneeling position. So sitting down on the heels. Once you get there, can you reach your hands behind the back, interlace your fingertips and pull your knuckles in the direction of the ground. Squeeze the palms together, open the chest a little bit more, see if you can draw the knuckles maybe down to your toes. If you had a bit more space, seeing if you can bring them down towards the mat, maybe even a little bit further away from you, so you're entering into this kind of back bend shape. Take a deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, come back through center, wrap your hands around you. Imagine like you're trying to touch the opposite shoulder blade with your hand. Giving yourself a big hug. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, can you pull the back of the body back a little bit more and reach the elbows further forward? So you're kind of rounding through the spine a little bit. Could even tuck the chin in. And maybe you take some circles around, kind of some rolls here. And then changing directions of the circles if that's what you're doing. Release the hands, bring them back behind your back. Interlace the fingertips again. This time other hand comes on top. Take a deep breath in, open the chest, squeeze shoulder blades down the spine. Exhale, hold. See if you can pull the knuckles down. Maybe even reaching them down beyond the feet. Take another deep breath in. Can you puff up through your chest a little bit more? And then as you exhale, come back. Hands come around the back again, touching the opposite kind of shoulder blades. Maybe other elbow on top here, and then maybe you take some circles again. And can you really focus on the ribs? So moving the ribs around, side and then front, and then to the other side and then back, and you're moving your pelvis to kind of help assist with this. Maybe switching directions. And then release the hands by the side. Take a deep breath in as you roll the shoulders up to the ears. And then as you exhale, slide the shoulder blades down the back. Lift up through the sternum. Bring the hands down to the ground, and we're going to continue with those rolls of the ribs just in our tabletop position. So draw your ribs in one direction, then drop the belly down, draw the ribs to the left, and then round through the upper back. Can you imagine your cat pose here as you lift the ribs up to the sky? And then taking a couple more in your own time. So you want to inhale as you draw your belly down to the ground. You might even look up slightly as you move through cow pose. And then as you exhale, you want to move through your cat pose, rounding through the upper back. And then swapping directions of the circle. And coming back through center, can you look down towards your right toe? Inhale, come back through center. As you exhale, look to your left toe. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, look to your right. If you want a little bit more, think about pressing your right kind of glute towards your left heel. Inhale, come back through center. As you exhale, left glute to the right heel as you look towards your left foot. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, right glute to the left heel. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, left glute to the right heel. Inhale, back through center. Let's go two more. I find this kind of surprisingly quite challenging. I get quite a bit of sensation through the side of my hips as well as the lateral side body, the obliques, a bit of the lats as well. Coming back through center. Take the hands forward a little bit, then tuck onto the toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Take a couple of pedals out with your feet here. Dropping one heel down, dropping the other heel down. And something I like to do is to kind of like bounce my shoulders up and down. So bend your knees a little bit more than you usually would, and then drop the chest through and then come back. So drop, reset. You can go as slow or as quick as feels good and as controlled. And then find a moment of stillness. Can you really push the hands into the ground? Feel the spine elongate as you lift the hips up to the sky. Start to walk your hands back towards your feet. Tuck the chin into Uttanasana, forward fold. Relaxing the head here. And then see if you can interlace your fingertips and then bring them behind your head. Draw the elbows towards each other. We're going to practice a few rolls up through standing. So take a deep breath in. As we exhale, push away from the ground with your feet. We're going to curl up through the spine, lengthening through the low back first, and then the mid back. And then at the upper back, once you get to the top, take a deep breath in, open the elbows wide, engage the glutes, lift the chest up. As we exhale, let's tuck the elbows in first, tuck the chin in, curling through the upper back, the cervical spine, then rolling through the thoracic spine, and then the lumbar spine until we get all the way down to the ground. Now you can absolutely stay with this. If you did have your bolster nearby and it's kind of heavy-ish, you could bring that into your hands or kind of hold your forearms underneath it as a way to utilize weight to drop your upper body forward. Now, if you can already get your hands down to the ground, then yeah, you want to kind of scoop the forearms underneath. So take a deep breath in. As we exhale, starting to roll ourselves up. Can you let your arms be heavy here? Kind of letting the bolster roll down to the ground. If you don't have a bolster, you're doing what we just did before. Once you get to the top, take a deep breath in, lift up, draw the shoulder blades back. And then as we exhale, tuck the chin into the chest first, engage the glutes. Let the scapula, the shoulder blades slide wide, reaching the hands in the direction of the ground. And then relaxing through the back. Take another deep breath in at the bottom. As we exhale, slow roll up. Take a deep breath in, unravel, squeeze shoulder blades back. As we exhale, curl. Last time here. Bring lots of mobility and length through the back body through flexion. Now, if you do have the bolster near you, just drop it to the side again. Walk yourself out into a plank position. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. And then either on your knees or your toes, chaturanga, bend the elbows close to the body. Come down onto your belly. Breathe in, baby cobra, or maybe a little bit more if you felt comfortable to do so. Lengthening the arms, hips on the ground. Exhale, hold. You squeeze the shoulder blades down the spine. Keep lifting the chest up high. Legs are long here. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, lower yourself down. Push up onto your knees, then tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Okay, we're going to move into a sequence. We're only going to repeat it one time each side. A little bit more of a standing posture series here. Use your next breath in, sweep the right toes high, three-legged dog. As you exhale, bend the right knee, bring the foot close towards the glutes, and then see if you can rotate the right hip so it's stacking on top of the left. This is going to subtly twist through the spine, but see if you can anchor the right shoulder down. And this is going to help with the rotation. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, roll forward, tap the right knee to the left elbow, rotate the spine. Inhale, we're going to come back up, right knee bent, open the right hip. As we exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, roll forward to the left elbow. Inhale, lift it up, last time. Exhale, roll forward, this time right knee to nose. Step the right foot in between the hands. Option to bring your left knee down here, otherwise you can keep it lifted. High lunge. Take a deep breath in, lift the arms. As we exhale, bend the right knee. Back leg is really long here, so imagine like the left thigh was trying to touch the sky, and that's how we're going to open through our left hip flexors a little bit more. Maybe you start to back bend here, reaching the fingertips away slightly, softening the shoulder blades down the spine. Take a deep breath in through the nose. As we exhale, either left hand can come to the ground, right hand high, twisted lunge, or hands to heart center, hook your left elbow over the right thigh, and then press through the elbow to transition your chest towards the right. So prayer twist, sliding shoulder blades down the spine. If you felt like a little bit more, you could kind of press through the thigh, draw the belly button over to the right more. Maybe left hand comes down, right hand high, but there is no pressure, no expectation to meet a certain asana posture. Just go where it feels good today. One more breath. Keep the twist in the spine. Left knee is going to come down. Take a deep breath in, lift up. As we exhale, keep reaching your right hand back. Left hand can come to the thigh. If you felt like a little bit more here, right hand comes behind the left leg. Reach the left hand up and over. So it's kind of like a twisted back bend here. See if you can scoop your right shoulder back, left shoulder forward, and if you felt like a little bit more, see if you can walk your right hand down the back leg a bit more. Keep breathing. Coming down to the ground, start to walk your hands to the back of the mat. So we're turning to the left. Left toes are going to turn to the right. Left hand comes to the back of the mat. We're finding a modified side plank. Reach the right hand to the back. Lift your hips up high. And you might stay here, or you could unravel your right shoulder, right hand a little bit to find a kind of modified wild thing here. So chest is rotating ever so slightly towards the sky. You're pushing your hips forward a little bit more. Take another deep breath in. And then as you exhale, slide the right knee until it stacks on top of the left. You're going to shuffle your knees back a little bit and then lower your hips down to the ground. Okay, so we're kind of in this like mermaid position at the back of the mat, and just keep shuffling your hips and your knees away slightly so that you can drop your ribs in the direction of the ground and let the left shoulder come up by the left ear. So if you're not quite feeling anything, really think about dropping and bringing weight into the left ribs. You want to get as heavy as you can here, slouch here. Even actively pull the left shoulder up, so you're really trying to feel length through kind of the intercostal muscles, the muscles in between the ribs. Let's take one more breath. We're going to turn to the back of the mat. So plant the hands down. We're just going to pick the knees up slightly and come into a child's pose. So knees towards each other, sink your hips back over heels. Now you can absolutely stay here, or you can interlace fingertips behind your head. Start to roll yourself back, just like we did in the standing. Let your head be heavy here. We are right next to a main road, so you often get that. So hips become heavy on the heels, keep dragging your head down, but we're slowly going to roll up to a seat. Once you get to the top, take a deep breath in, elbows wide, lift the chest. And then as you exhale, we're going to tuck the elbows in again, get really heavy through the neck. Feel the upper spine roll down until the forehead comes down to the ground again. Bring the hands out in front of you. Inhale as you roll forward into a plank position with the knees down. And then as you exhale, lower your belly down. So we're at the back of the mat here. Inhale, cobra. Maybe low, maybe high, Bhujangasana. Squeeze the shoulder blades down, take another deep breath in. And then as you exhale, push up onto your knees, tuck onto the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Okay, let's repeat that sequence one more time. And before we begin, check back in with the breath. Is it still there? How's your awareness? Okay, breathe in. Let's sweep the left toes high, three-legged dog. As you exhale, start to bend the left knee, bring the foot close towards the glutes. Really start to open the left hip up here so it stacks on top of the right. But can you anchor your left shoulder down a bit more? Take a deep breath in. As we exhale, roll forward, left knee to right elbow. Big twist through the spine. Breathe in, lift the left knee back up. Exhale, roll forward, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, pick it back up. 2 more times. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, lift it up. This time, roll forward, left knee to nose. Set the left foot in between the hands. Remember, right knee can come down for more support. Otherwise, high lunge, lifting your arms up high. Back leg really long. Can you sink into your hips? Bending the left knee a little bit more forward. And maybe you stay here if you wanted to find a bit more of a back bend. Can you lengthen your arms, reach them up, and then back a little bit more. Okay, take another deep breath in. As we exhale, your twist of choice. And remember, right hand can come down on the inside of the left leg. Right elbow could hook over as we twist towards the left. You want to lift the left elbow high, pushing your left hand into the right. And maybe you stay here. If you felt like a little bit more, see if you can hop your left belly button, the belly button across the left thigh. Maybe right hand reaches to the ground, left hand reaches high. Keep active in the shoulders, squeeze them down. Take another breath here. Right knee comes to the ground, keep the twist to the left, breathe in. Maybe right hand around the left thigh. Exhale, left hand reaches back, sink the hips forward. Now if you felt like a little bit more, left hand comes down to the back of the right thigh. Breathe in as you lift your right arm up. And then as you exhale, little side bend, little back bend. If you had a bit more space, you could walk the left hand down a little bit further, but keep remembering to breathe. One more breath. Hands come down to the ground. We're going to pivot to the right this time. So walking our right hand all the way to the top of the mat again. Right toes turn to the side, left foot plants down, and then reach your left hand forward. So you're coming into your modified side plank. Engage in the glutes. Slight press of the hips forward, and maybe you stay here. You could unwind the chest a little bit more, hips a little bit more. Take another deep breath in. And then as you exhale, we're going to slide the left knee towards the right. Shuffle your knees and your hips slightly away. Drop them to the ground. And then really sink your right side of your ribs down. Lifting the right shoulder in the direction of the air. It might even help to try and specifically send your breath to the right ribs. Let's go one more breath here. And then starting to come back through center, plant the hands down. Let's come into our child's pose one more time. We're not going to roll ourselves up this time, but just take a deep breath in here. And a deep breath out. Walk your hands back so that you're sitting on your knees. We're going to practice a little bit of breath awareness, breath work, where we're going to place our hands on our ribs. So fingertips kind of wrap forward. We want our thumbs to wrap as far back as you can. The aim here is, as you breathe in, you want to push not only into your fingertips, not only into the sides of the palms, but also into the back of the thumbs. And that 3-dimensional breath is just going to help so much with kind of depth of focus, of concentration, of tapping you into a more relaxed state. So take a deep breath in. Feel your breath send to those different parts of the ribs. And a deep breath out. And if you want a breath count, let's breathe in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go 4 more rounds in our own time. Once you've done your 4th round, just relaxing your hands and bringing them onto your lap, and just notice what it feels like after practicing really intentional awareness of the breath. And when you're ready, just open your eyes, and we're pretty much going to head straight down onto our backs. So you've got your bolster here. If you wanted to bring it in for your Savasana, go for it. Maybe it's underneath your knees, maybe you bring it underneath your hips to kind of find a bridge position. If you felt like moving a little bit more before resting, go for it. Any other movements that we haven't quite done today that your body is craving. And we're just tucking the chin into the chest. And just letting the rhythm of the breath just help ease you into a bit more of a state of softness. just starting to bring your focus back to your breath. Taking a deeper in breath. And maybe a deep breath out through the mouth, let it all go. Let's begin to wiggle our toes, wiggle our fingers again. If you've got something underneath you, just move it to one side, and eventually we'll find our way up into a seat. Close down the eyes once you have landed there. Acknowledging yourself for turning up and moving your body and really connecting to the breath. And by doing so, you're connecting to your vitality, the life force within you, and being really intentional and showing up for it. Thank you so much, everyone. Let me know how you found it down in the comments below, and let me know if you have any requests. I'd love to hear from you. I love to give back, so yeah, let me know. I will see you next time, either here on YouTube or maybe on Patreon, where we have some longer classes. Mwah. Look forward to it.